Hello everyone, and welcome back to City Skylines, the 1 hour a day build in our town city map of Liftstrom. I am your host, Disastrous, and yeah, exactly. I'll just grab a sip of whiskey cola and I think we can just get straight into it. Those of you that have been around a bit longer or took a little break for a few weeks, or a week, or who knows, might be a bit surprised at where all the high buildings went. We've called most of those back, and we're just slowly reorganizing the way our city functions, basically. Yeah. We're going low density with most things, which has just given us this nice massive suburb with their little commercial and tourism zone over there. Of course, though, everybody now has problems that they're not having enough workers. We expanded this a little bit, gave them a little bit more high density, so with a bit of luck we should maybe eventually hit level 3 over here in our forestry industry. Hey, we're almost up to 150 workers again. Oh my god. Yeah, we just still have way too much commercial and industry zoned. I think that's probably going to be what we're going to want to do right now, is actually just knock out some of it. Just what we really don't need. Depending on where the not enough workers issues are primarily coming from, though they're not really coming from the industry. Actually, the commercial zones that are, for the most part, complaining about not having enough workers. The question is it not enough workers, period, or not enough educated? Just not enough workers. But yeah, so though, it's all, I mean, it's all level 3 specialized, organic, and local anyway, so yeah, they'll just go out and in and out and in and out and in. They don't have enough not enough educated workers over here. What's the story on our university? Oh, still educating enough people, though. We just don't have enough people. What we need to do is provide a bit more residential expansion. We already set this up to be residential, and it probably will be, but I'm kind of thinking we may want to do that in an area where it's a little closer to where we're having actual massive worker shortages. I'm thinking we might want to put another low density enclave like over here on this side. Yeah, I think that will serve us well. The question is, how exactly do we could theoretically even go like over to here with like a commercial zone. And I really like how this is, at least appears to be, much more under control. That said, the game's also been running for like 2-3 minutes already, so we probably just missed all the initial spiking. Again, we could build something over here in this area, or possibly over here. That said, most of our workers' complaints are from here, so it would actually make more sense to have it like in here somewhere. We could cut this, or put a roundabout, like, yeah, put like a roundabout in the middle and maybe make this its own separate district. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. I kind of like that idea. Where's the large one? That's the large one. Oh, I didn't want to turn it. Thank you, Chirpy, for always being exactly where we don't need you, when we don't want you there. Yeah, I think we'll just go like with that, right there. Actually able to build up there? Okay, that's almost hilarious. Let's see if we can't move this node down a little bit. And maybe this one up a hair. This came in at a really weird angle, and of course, we're once again going to want to stay somewhere in the day. I think here we're just going to take a 6-lane road and just connect those up directly. Obviously, we'll traffic manage them, the intersections at least. And that looks about right. So we want our turning lanes in both directions. Oh, and that's right, this is also its own, like, separate little district. But I think if we wind up putting that right here, right in back here, basically just right behind these businesses that don't have workers, I think we should slowly be we should be able to slowly start getting a handle on that.
Gaze at a gazelle, lock eyes with a lemur, shake hands with a turtle.
So we'll set up a district
first. You can experience the wild in our wildest exhibition yet. Come down this weekend to meet our newest addition, a 3-toed sloth named Barbara. She'll hook you with her smile, and hook you again with her curved toes used to grasp trees in the wild.
Over to the center of the
take
highway.
a gander at another new species, a new type of bird previously identified as a different type of bird due to a zoological error. Fun for the whole family. Book now and get a free handful of pellets to feed the fish. Limit 4 per family while supplies last. We'll look forward to seeing you where the animals live in rooms painted to look like home.
Could be, but
the City Zoo.
Just be a little bit more precise.
Say cheese, it's Cheese Week at Big Bite Burgers and Fries. All this week in addition to our regular...
Meteorologists are issuing a thunderstorm
warning by the way,
coming days.
Activated natural disasters, but
stay indoors.
We do not have tsunamis. I very specifically used the Ragnarok mod to say no tsunamis. But I figured, yeah, that would be an interesting change going forward from what are we? Episode 55. I mean, again, it's a thunderstorm, it's level 2.3 or something like that. This shouldn't cause any big problems, although thunderstorms can cause fires. So, we'll just have to see what happens. In fact, we can actually, just for these few minutes, switch it to night. Because thunderstorms in this game are actually pretty cool sight. And as you can see, when the thunder hits trees out here, it does cause fires. So that's absolutely something we're going to have to keep a little bit of an eye on. In fact, wait a sec. How high do I have the disaster frequency? Let's make sure I did, because in testing I think I may have actually set that up a bit higher than it normally would be. Yeah, we'll have them be a little bit rare, at least for the beginning. But yeah, theoretically we could then also wind up with like a tornado that winds up going, who knows, like right through here, and then we have to rebuild half of the industrial area or whatever. In fact, I'll take a quick look at the Ragnarok mod and see what level we've limited those to, if we've leveled... Oh. Well, all intensities are allowed, except for tsunamis. Again, we have those locked out completely. And all intensities actually means up to level 25. And level 25 is huge, so what we're actually going to do, we're going to set this up to like a maximum level of like 5-ish for now. Because again, since we don't actually have any disaster relief in here, and I mean this is a thunderstorm, we don't really need disaster relief for that. This is just kind of like the first warning shot. I'm actually glad it started with a thunderstorm and not just like straight off like a level 25 meteor right into here or something like that. Because that we would definitely feel. In fact, you know what? We're actually going to... We're going to go in there. And actually limit all of the strengths to pretty weak ones for the time being. Thunderstorm, I think we'll leave it like 5.7. Oh, you know what? We'll actually cull that down a little bit too. Again, just so we don't wind up inadvertently destroying the city with a random disaster that nobody was expecting. Because I mean, you can see if something like this were to happen, for example, in our forestry area or in the middle of a city, that could actually be a big problem really fast. But since it's over out here in the nothing, yeah, we're basically lucky. It's probably going to burn a lot of this because there's no fire watch out there, and we may get some toastiness over on this side as well. Let's just see what happens with those fires. Oh! Small Park is on fire. Not sure if that was a thunderstorm or if that's just natural, but yeah, fire department's already there, so. So yeah, let's get back to building. It was nice that it immediately started off with that random disaster, though, just to remind me, hey, wait a sec, there's something you did that you forgot to tell everyone. Yeah, some small forest fires, but I don't think we're gonna have major issues. So, again, now, where to put more residential? This area was also almost kind of like instinctively pre-selected, so to speak. This would be more low density. Yeah, but I think we're still going to do this area first, since that's just what we already started working on. So, coming in shouldn't be much of a problem. Roads, exactly, that's what we need. Roads are great for connecting to other roads. Oh, I see what the problem is. We need to extend off of this a little bit, and then we can... Or we can just do it like that, yeah. Pop this up to 2 lanes in here, then. So they can get off. Oh, that was a simple off-ramp from there. We'll do this exactly. We'll grab ourselves one of our bridges over here, on this side. Try to use the right tool. So now everyone can get in there. As far as getting out goes, come from there. That's almost... No, we can come from here and just go between these two. Onto that one. Might not work on the other one though. Yeah, there we got it in. Come on, you can do this. Not already occupied if we build it up, but it is already occupied if we go down. That's interesting. So we'll just do this the move it way. Build it up so that it doesn't give us any crazy stuff, and then we'll just draw it back down. Slope too steep? Really? that little spot it actually is. But that's not. So we'll anarchy it in right there. Yeah, that works just fine. Now, of course, we need to flare these up as usual. Ah, okay. Those are already done. Exactly, so they can get in from there. They can get out to there, and to there, and they can get in from there. So that that actually really all just worked, well, basically excellently. Yeah, it took up a lot less space than I initially planned. Which is always nice. So, but now we need to... Well, you know what, we can actually leave that as those two single lanes. The area is so short, until it gets over there it should actually work just fine. And of course we're going to have traffic lights there and there, so let's just get rid of those right now. And now we'll connect up this side. Actually take our connections for this side out a little bit later though. Although this one actually isn't going to be a problem. We'll still do it over here instead though. Really? Let me just anarchy it in. Whoa, that's okay. That's a bit insane. But we can pull that node down. And that one. And then that already looks much, much more normal. Turn off anarchy again. Once again, the classic 4-lane flare. And traffic management, or the lane management, I should say. And then exactly from here, we're going to want roads coming in there. Maybe here-ish, yeah. Oh, we still have anarchy on, but that still already looks reasonable though. I don't think that's going to be a problem. This one though will actually go underneath and connect up to here, in fact. Because that's just the way in. Not sure I like how steep that angle is though. You know what? No, we won't do that way. We'll play that slightly differently, and we'll also turn anarchy off. Or we can do more things that we shouldn't be doing. I think that'll still work fine, despite being that close. Find out soon enough, as soon as we start building stuff in here. Oh, where do we start? Start with a 4-lane road. Just drag that right through the center. Yeah, that's where we want that to go. And since we're already at it, our lane management and probably our traffic lights. Yeah, of course we got traffic lights. Why wouldn't we get traffic lights? Didn't really think we could build a road without somebody putting in a traffic light, did you? Oh, that one has one too. Oh, that's right, and now all of these connecting roads are also going to have traffic lights. Haha. Interesting is that we're already getting some traffic from up here going down that way. But then again, this is kind of part of our main city, so it is to be expected that the roads will be used by a lot of people we don't necessarily expect. Here we'll actually do triples over to this side. Just until we actually have room on the other side to actually build anything. And this is where it'll then start getting a little bit more open.
The wait is over. It's finally here. Friday night chili bowling at Andy's Bowling Alley.
Big question is, do we want to make this low or high density? I'm almost tending towards unlimited low.
Book a lane now. Due to recent incidents, the chili will only be distributed at the end of your visit. That way you can enjoy it wherever you want. In a park, at home, or on a construction site. In the meantime, you'll have all the fun that bowling can provide. So come on back and be reminded that you're not actually that good at bowling. Andy's Bowling Alley.
I think we'll put a park in there on that side.
If you want the best, you have got to go big. That's why our cameras are the biggest on the market. Our shutters the loudest.
Over here, this side will be the one that's more gridded up.
Paperweights. They're tools. Tools used to create. In fact, the most valuable camera is the one that you're afraid to take outside.
Yeah, I think that's going to work just fine. Especially once... yeah, you know what, we'll put... Actually, we'll put that in the middle and waste some of that zoning.
It's hard to imagine, but one day you'll be looking back at these times fondly, secure
Oh
in the
no,
fruits
the
of each long hour
amenities and things.
Here's a little something to
Actually, put our little...
set the scene. Let's all share a moment of nostalgia.
That'll go in there.
That's yet to come.
Traffic, they're sorted. Put a waste transfer facility over here just in case, though. Processing, yeah, processing's not a problem. And as usual, once again with the water. Always these... It's always water with these humans. So, where were we? We've got garbage, now we're in for health services, exactly. Obviously we're just going to drop the mortuary right next to that. That generally seems to work quite well. And we'll put fire and police, yeah, also right next to those. Or across the road, depending on where exactly they have room. Exactly, that's right. Elder care, child care. I think those will go in here. The back side of this park. A yoga garden over there. Community pool over here. Some parks, exactly. And of course education, that's right. Might as well get that done right off the bat. basically no way to reach the outside and the inside at the same time. But we can get by with 3. High schools will need a pair. That should serve them. A large park with trees, exactly. That's the one we want. 2 or 3 of those for in. One in here. This area was already set up to have one of those from the beginning. And just get it to fit. In fact, we'll move childcare over here. Well, no, we won't yet. Let's see if we can move the elder care over here first. We can, but not until we move the elementary school. So, there. Elder care there. Childcare there, and we'll actually, you know what, we'll put the elementary school right here. No, we can't, so we'll put that, we'll actually leave that where it is then. And maybe put it on this side road instead. And that will allow us to throw in another... Where did we just end up here? Ah, just further down in that card, okay. Ah, that's why that wasn't so easy for them to do, okay. That's actually a different height. This up over to here-ish. And I think we'll throw a little bit more parkage in there. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to get it. That's the small playground, exactly. Where's the small park? What was this one, right? Oh, there. That's the small park. Well, we'll fit in there. We just have to anarchy it. That actually works quite well. Second, we'll put some large playgrounds up next to our elementary schools. That is a large playground, right? Yeah. There's one up right next to or across the road from each one. That should sort them as far as, yeah, recreation and other amenities go. Obviously now we once again have to go through and knock out traffic lights, lots of them. And yeah, exactly, now we need more paths. We need all of our outside line paths, so to speak. And this is of course just a normal thunderstorm, not a disaster storm. Otherwise we would have gotten a disaster warning. But yeah, as soon as the first actual disaster happens, so again, more than like a thunderstorm, then we're actually going to go in and start using, well, the appropriate countermeasures, so to speak. But yeah, we're not going to build disaster relief for a thunderstorm. We do want it to be like at least an earthquake, a tornado, a meteor strike, something like that. Something actually legitimately dangerous to anyone who's not standing under a tree. Actually, a pretty nice park back in here. Oh, any more pathing we need to do? Not really. But we have to do some cul-de-sacing. Back in there and... Oh, that's right, because this isn't set to snap anymore. I actually just got lucky that we were able to get that in at all. Yeah, and I saw that that one didn't completely connect. We'll get back in and fix that, and we'll just fix this as well. I think now we can actually zone that and let them come in. Well, it's already... Well, it's not zoned, but the districts are set up. Organic and local, of course. But there may not actually be any commerce in there. Let's see what the noise is. Yeah, you can actually reasonably have people living right up against the highway here. So that's exactly what we're going to do. That's the outside line of this. And this is where it ends. So we'll go in, zone this. Not zone that. Got most of it already. Not gonna zone in there. We will zone in front of the park. Now we'll leave that one guy in there. Why not? And now we just let it run, let people move in, and see if that doesn't slightly solve our not enough customers issues down here and not enough workers issues. Should actually come in reasonably fast. In fact, I'll grab a quick sip of whiskey cola while we're waiting for that, and while we're also waiting for that, I will reactivate my view on the chat. Once again, really sorry about that. Cell phone screen just has a 30-minute, what's it called? A 30-minute timeout, and it doesn't really like me going over that, so. But I don't think I missed anything, at least not anything hugely important. So, exactly, let's get back in here and toss in some trees. This time we'll actually do it with the brush. Whoa, that's too big. need a stronger brush. Really? Are we gonna have to do these by hand? Okay. Didn't want to do those, but... I'm fairly certain that constant peeping is in the background. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's once again one of the screwed up smoke detectors that we have in our house. It's really getting annoying. Because just once a minute you have this beep that's loud enough to keep you awake, but it's not there long enough for you to actually find the source of it, so that just makes it really, really tedious. And it's basically just because maintenance in this house is bullshit, with all due respect. Because it's really just an issue of the batteries emptying, and that's why they're complaining, but obviously if nobody cares and nobody actually puts in new batteries, like the people that are supposed to do that, then, so by that I mean the people that get paid to come by and do that, yeah, then obviously nothing happens, and everybody's screwed. That's a nice big park, yeah. I do like that. And they're all exactly unlimited low density, so they should be able to give us at least some a little bit of a boost to our worker numbers. Exactly. I wanted to grab a sip of whiskey cola. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Cheers. Because, yeah, as usual, still massive residential demand. $162. We're finally above the level that they were. Who knows how many episodes ago before we started culling everything back. So we're starting to once again see actual growth, and our money, yeah, is not a problem. We're running income positive. So, what's going on here? That's supposed to be connected? Yeah, that's from, well... No, that doesn't actually have to be connected anymore, that's right, because now... we can actually... just grab one here. And pull that over to here. And... connect it up to our Cathedral of Plenitude, which should then connect all of that to roads, and that means that we can go in and actually knock this X power line out. I want the electricity overlay, I just want a bulldozer. Ugly power line. That's an advantage of that Cathedral of Plenitude that I didn't even think about. It's just up there in an excellent spot to just run a quick line over and connect everything. So that was just... well, it wasn't an accident, but it was still happy. Now, we don't need to draw that line all the way over to there anymore. But power from them still gets to our road network. Exactly. Perfect. That's what we wanted. Just out of curiosity, how many visitors is that thing getting, if any? Oh, 25 people a week, so it's actually not even that bad. Especially considering how way far away from everything it is. What's the story here? This is probably already completely filled and now they're just upgrading, right? Exactly, that's what's going on. And as far as upgrades goes, exactly, we forgot something that we forget just about every time we build a new residential area. A post office. I'm gonna put that right in here so that we don't knock out that path. I think it should serve everyone just fine. Yeah, with the exception of like right there. That should work just great. Although we could also, you know what, we'll go with 2 post offices. Just one on each side. And delete that one. I'll send more low density then here. Actually, we could put some just really small high density in these single blocks that are right up here next to our important services and things like that. If that is going to be the absolute extent of high density in this area. Not going to go any further with that. I'm not sure we want to go. Oh, that's just built all the way back there. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. And what we'll do, though, we'll also set those to historical right off the bat. So they don't even start to get stupid ideas like building skyscrapers. As soon as they come in, we immediately set them to a historical status. And I think that should solve that. That one's still coming in. Now it's time for this one. Come on, we're waiting. Thank you. Because these small high-density buildings also shouldn't even go up all that high. Why is that still a low density? Because we set it to historical, probably. And so it just didn't auto-bulldoze itself quite as fast as we normally would have wanted it to. That one's also not set yet.
What does it feel like to steer a river? What does it smell like to smell
Yeah, that's nice. Just so that handful of high-density buildings in the middle just to raise it up just a wee hair.
Succeeded in letting you drive the undrivable.
Obviously, we're probably not going to have done too much for this out here because we didn't move in like another 10,000 people or something like that, but it should be 2.5. Once everything's upgraded, I think it's probably going to be more in the direction of 5 because, I mean, yeah, we're level 1, 3 out of 4 households. I think some of our low density actually hasn't even come in yet. Or, no, it's all come in. That's not the problem, so it's really just an issue of needing some time to upgrade. That's low density, really? That almost looks like high density. As far as services and everything go, yeah, they should be doing just fine. And that peeping is really getting annoying. I'm gonna have to take a look what that is. Well, actually, I know what it is. It's one of the stupid smoke detectors, but which one? There are only 50 in this house. Only. So, then I think we can start cutting this up for more to put more residential in there. 6 or will 4 be enough? I think since we're once again setting these up as being... Well, this is probably going to be 4 separate districts, and we're going to want 4 separate roads. Probably gonna need traffic lights as well, right? Yeah, of course. Well, not need, but need to take out, I should say. Knock that one out. Knock that one out. Now we set up the roundabout. I said now we set up the roundabout. Thank you. And you pick your lanes. So now that should be set. Nobody actually lives there yet, so it's not really an issue, but... Oh, anyone missing anything in particular? They have decent fire and everything. Yeah, I think they're gonna wind up upgrading soon enough. And again, the more they upgrade, the hope is that some of these worker shortages in some of these commercial zones will start going back. Do we want to make a section of this residential is the question. I think we may. What we'll do, take this one out from here. As much as this might hurt. Well, it doesn't have to be a 6. It can be a 4 without any problem. We do actually want at least 1 or 2 crossroads in here, like in spots like that. Or over here. So that people can reasonably connect in. And I think for that, we're going to try something a little bit different. See if we can't go with one of these zone pedestrian gravel tiny roads. Or is there anything that allows stone pedestrian roads, pedestrians in emergency? Boardwalks for mixed traffic. We'll see if we can't go with one of these instead. Obviously we're going to want to turn these off for now. Oh, that's right, we actually need the snapping here for this. We want to get it off again then. Yeah, and we'll do the same thing over here. I'll have to go back that far, it's kind of pointless. Oh, and then once again, the usual candidates. We'll put our clinic right here. Fire and police, they should actually be doing just fine for the most part. Yeah, I don't think we need more fire or police coverage in here, that's good. Garbage, obviously they're even closer to the waste transfer facility, so yeah, don't even have to think about that. But here comes the fun again. Elementary schooling. can't get it out anywhere where it's gonna reasonably serve them out there, can we? Other than going, even if we go straight on that road, it doesn't help much. So, go down here. One. And maybe over here with another. Yeah, that mostly sorts them for elementary. Put a high in there. Let's see what the story is on post offices. They're actually doing quite well with post offices, but we'll still give them another one. Elder and childcare are probably also going to be reasonably well served from the other one still. Not quite as well as we hoped. So, elder care there. Childcare there. And just cut back that boardwalk a little bit. Yeah, now we've got another residential area to zone. Excellent, excellent. We will, of course, do that. Oh, we didn't add parks in yet, did we? But the nice thing is we won't be needing paths. I think what I'll do, I'll put a park right in here in these corners. Again, I don't know if you guys can hear that ping every so often, but at least for me, it's just unbelievably annoying. So there's a part of me that's actually going to be really happy when the stream is over in a few minutes, and I can just find out where that is and just hit it. just slap it until it turns off. Oh yeah. That'll work just fine. Slope too steep. Really? That's your only problem, that the slope is too steep in that spot? Are you shitting me? It's not too steep. At least it shouldn't be. Over here, I can actually understand that. But oh, because we still have prop and tree anarchy on, yeah. So we need to do some things like that. Just to get the trees out of our roads. And off our boardwalks. All of it? For the most part, yeah, I think it was. Sorry, any other? Here's another one. Nice thing is you actually, for the most part, only actually just have to select it. You don't have to actually move it any significant distance. But obviously sometimes you do just by mistake. Yeah, so now that should be fine. Oh, where was that? Zoning tool, that was there. And we were putting in parks, exactly. Since we can't get the big park in anymore, we'll put in a small one. Or 2, or 3, or 4. Seriously, we can't get a big park in there. That really kind of sucks, because that would just fit in there so nicely. Oh, here it's only space already occupied, so actually, maybe if we just do it here, it'll work. Yeah. Put a large playground, I don't know, say here-ish, somewhere-ish. And maybe a doggy park like right next to it or so. Or a small park. Yeah, that'll work. Connect those up with a gravel path. Now that would also be doable. Now let's just watch this come in. Oh, that's right, we still have traffic lights to take out. We might as well do that. That should be all of them. Go to our turning lane management. And just drop that in the way it needs to be. And now they should be able to grow and expand and yoo-hoo. Ah, we appear to have won a football game or something like that. What's that? 2 businesses with resource not selected? That's an interesting one. Because that normally means that you've built an industry building in an area where the resource it's supposed to be using doesn't actually exist. And the only place that could really be happening is back here. God help me if I can figure out where. Because we definitely put trees under that. Although, that's right, it could be fishing. It shouldn't be, but it could be. Nah. I still want to find out where those 2 resource not selected buildings are, though. Ah! That's what that is. Because we dragged this over here for petroleum and plastics, and never actually set those up for anything. The idea being that they're supposed to fill these 2 unique factories. So now that that's solved, exactly, there are naphtha cracker plants. It should now start working. Well, it was basically working before, just not doing anything. And once again, no water. In fact, we'll just finish up this area as far as water pipes go. And we can just not have to worry about that anymore. Oh, that was just upgrade signs, okay. I was just wondering, what just went on? But it wasn't actually any sort of problem. And you know what, we're actually going to go out to here on the outside of the highway as well. Really no point in wasting this build space. Because the highway here isn't that super loud anyway, at least it shouldn't be. And it just gives them more room to build in. This one's already almost completely come in, hasn't it? It's going well, it's going well. We're up to what, 128,000? still only about half of the population we had before we start cutting back. But again, still making money, still not causing any major problems.
Tony Magoni, owner of Tony Magoni's Steakhouse. And when people ask
I
me
think as
where
soon
I
as
get
this,
my award
and we're
winning
actually
meat
at an
from,
hour
it's
already.
from one place, Meaty Bits.
And that
No
fire
matter
alarm,
what
that
you need,
smoke
be it
detector is
smoke
really
pig,
starting to get on my
Gold
nerves.
Sunset or 10-foot
So I
alligator
think what
and a
we're going to do, we're just going to let this fill in. And once it has, we're going to call it quits for this episode. Then I'm going to go out there, kill that smoke detector, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes with the World of Warcraft Shadowlands pre-patch event, because that's actually about to go live. So yeah, as usual, you guys have been great. I've been Zerd.
Hey there, friends.
If you've liked what you've seen, please feel free to follow me on Twitch or like and subscribe on YouTube. You can also laugh and subscribe on YouTube if you want, of course. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you from laughing. I basically don't do all that much else. And yeah, I'll see all you guys next episode, or again, for those of you that care about World of Warcraft, in about 5 minutes. Cheers!